Life is full of lessons, but the tragedy is we often learn them too late. What if you could learn them now? Imagine a world where you actively seek wisdom and integrate it into your everyday life, enabling you to avoid common regrets and embrace a fulfilling existence. In today's video, we're exploring 10 essential life lessons drawn from the profound insights of Stoic philosophy. These lessons are not just theoretical musings. They provide a practical guide to living with intention, authenticity, and a sense of purpose. The teachings of Stoicism, with their emphasis on self-control, inner peace, and resilience, have withstood the test of time, offering guidance for navigating the complexities of modern life. By embracing these lessons, you can find clarity amidst chaos and unlock the potential for a more meaningful life. Join me as we explore these timeless truths, and let's discover how you can apply them to your own journey. Let's get started. Our first lesson highlights the immense value of time. As the Roman philosopher Seneca famously stated, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." This profound observation serves as a reminder that the way we use our time defines the quality of our lives. In our fast-paced world filled with distractions, from social media scrolling to endless notifications, it's easy to lose track of how we spend our time. Have you ever looked back at your week and realized that the majority was spent on unfulfilling activities? Maybe you spent hours on your phone or binge-watched a series instead of engaging in activities that truly nourish your soul. To prioritize your time and avoid wasting it, begin by identifying what truly matters in your life. Reflect on your core values. What are the things that bring you joy and fulfillment? Create a list that encompasses your passions, your loved ones, and your goals. Once you have clarity on what truly matters, you can start to craft a more intentional plan for how you allocate your time. A practical tool you might find helpful is the Eisenhower box, a method created by former US President Dwight D. Eisenhower. This tool allows you to categorize tasks based on urgency and importance, helping you focus on what truly matters and avoid getting overwhelmed by less significant tasks. For instance, a task can fall into one of the following 4 quadrants. Urgent and important. Do it immediately. Important but not urgent. Schedule for later. Urgent but not important. Delegate. Neither urgent nor important. Eliminate. By employing this tool, you can make more thoughtful decisions about where to invest your time. Moreover, set boundaries around your daily activities. Designate specific hours for work, leisure, and social interactions. This structure helps create a more balanced life. Consider incorporating time-blocking techniques into your routine, where you allocate dedicated periods for different tasks. This not only maximizes your productivity, but also ensures you are making room for the passions and people who truly matter. Remember, every choice you make regarding how you spend your time is a reflection of your values. Don't let time slip away unnoticed. It's the most precious asset you possess. By making conscious choices about how to invest your time, you can cultivate a fulfilling life that aligns with your aspirations and values. The second lesson is to maintain focus on what you can control. This is a fundamental principle of Stoic philosophy, emphasizing the importance of realizing that some things are within our influence, while others are not. Every day, we encounter situations beyond our control. Traffic, the actions of others, and unexpected events can create a sense of chaos and frustration. Instead of fixating on these external circumstances, redirect your energy toward what you can actually influence, your responses and actions. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus stated it beautifully. It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. For example, let's imagine you receive criticism at work. You have 2 choices. You can dwell on the criticism, allowing it to sting and fester, or you can choose to view it as constructive feedback. By reframing your perspective, you gain the power to decide your reaction. This shift in mindset not only reduces anxiety, but also cultivates clarity in challenging situations. One powerful technique for focusing on what you can control is the control checklist. Take a moment to write down the specific aspects of a situation that are beyond your control. Now, take another piece of paper and list the items you can influence. This exercise highlights the distinction clearly and allows you to set aside unnecessary worrying. For example, if you're dealing with a job search, an inherently stressful situation, consider whether you are obsessing over factors outside your control, such as industry trends or the timing of companies. Instead, focus your energy on crafting the best version of your resume, preparing for interviews, and networking, actions that are entirely within your influence. Additionally, practice mindfulness and reflection when you find yourself spiraling into anxious thoughts about situations you cannot manage. Remember that worrying about what you cannot control only steals your peace of mind. Instead, choose to be proactive in your reactions and decisions. By honing the ability to focus on what you can control, you can create a more resilient mindset, reducing stress while fostering a clearer path forward. Lesson 3 emphasizes the vital importance of learning to let go. Holding on to grudges, regrets, or attachments can weigh heavily on your spirit and impede your personal growth. The Stoic concept of amor fati, or loving one's fate, teaches us to embrace challenges and setbacks as essential parts of life. Instead of resisting or resenting difficult situations, we can shift our attitude to acceptance, acknowledging that they play a role in shaping who we are. Think about a time in your life when you held onto a grudge. How did it affect your emotions and relationships? Let's say a friend let you down, or a colleague criticized you publicly. If you continue to cling to that resentment, it can hinder your ability to find joy in current relationships. Release that emotional burden, and you open yourself to healing and growth. To do this, start by identifying grudges or regrets you are holding on to. Grab a piece of paper and write them down. Next to each one, reflect on how these burdens affect your mental and emotional state. Acknowledge the pain they've caused, but also consider the lesson or insight you can extract from the experience. Embrace acceptance by practicing the art of forgiveness, not necessarily for others, but as an act of self-liberation. This doesn't mean condoning any wrongdoings. It's about recognizing that by holding on to negativity, you are diminishing your own peace and joy. You might also find it helpful to engage in mindfulness or meditation to cultivate acceptance. Visualize letting go of these heavy emotions as if they were leaves drifting on a river. Acknowledge them, but don't cling. Allow them to flow away from you. Another technique is to remind yourself daily of the impermanence of life. Each moment is fleeting, and clinging to past hurts only robs you of the happiness available in the present. Make a conscious effort to reframe your thinking. Instead of seeing challenges as burdens, view them as opportunities for personal growth. By learning to let go, you create the mental space necessary for joy, growth, and positive relationships. Embrace the wisdom of acceptance and pave the way for a more peaceful and fulfilling existence. Moving to Lesson 4, we must confront the reality that comparison is the thief of joy. In a world dominated by social media, the temptation to compare ourselves to others can become a significant emotional burden. Marcus Aurelius, a profound Stoic thinker, wisely stated, "If you are pained by external things, it is not they that disturb you, but your judgment of them." When we fall into the trap of comparing our lives to the highlights of others, we set ourselves up for disappointment and discontent. Let's reflect on your own experiences. How often do you find yourself scrolling through social media only to feel envious of someone else's life? Maybe a friend's vacation photos or a colleague's promotion triggers thoughts of inadequacy or longing. To combat this comparison, practice shifting your focus inward. Instead of measuring your worth against someone else's achievements or lifestyle, concentrate on your own journey. Track your progress against your past self rather than against others. Consider keeping a journal where you reflect on your growth, accomplishments, and unique journey. Another effective technique is to consciously limit your exposure to triggers that provoke feelings of inadequacy. If certain social media accounts make you feel negative, unfollow them. Instead, seek out content that inspires and uplifts you. a daily dose of positivity that encourages self-love and acceptance. Incorporate a daily gratitude practice into your routine. Each week, take time to write down 3 things you're thankful for, big or small. Acknowledge your unique qualities, relationships, and experiences. This practice serves as a powerful reminder of the blessings in your life, helping to counteract any tendency to compare. Remember, each person's journey is unique, with its own challenges and triumphs. By embracing your individuality and practicing gratitude, you'll find joy in your own path and lessen the impact of comparison. 5th, we uncover the lesson that true happiness comes from within. In a consumer-driven society, we often pursue external achievements, wealth, status, possessions, believing they will provide lasting happiness. However, the Stoics teach that real contentment lies in inner tranquility. To explore this concept further, let's ask ourselves, what does true happiness mean to us as individuals? For many, it's easy to conflate happiness with material success or societal validation. But this mindset can lead to fleeting satisfaction. Instead, the Stoic philosophers emphasized the importance of aligning our actions with our values. The key to forming genuine happiness is to reflect on what we truly value and create meaning in our lives. To start, examine your core values: family, health, creativity, community. Ask yourself, are my daily choices reflecting these values? If not, identify small actions you can take to align your life with what's truly important to you. Consider incorporating self-reflective practices like journaling or meditation to gain deeper insight into your thoughts and emotions. Spend time quieting your mind, engaging in activities that foster self-awareness and inner peace. For instance, set aside a few quiet moments each day to practice mindfulness, focusing on your breath and observing your thoughts without judgment. Additionally, engage in activities that nourish your spirit rather than seeking validation from external sources. Pursue passions that engage you, whether it's painting, playing music, gardening, or volunteering in your community. These pursuits cultivate fulfillment and a sense of purpose that external validation cannot provide. Remember, happiness is not something you find, it is something you create within yourself. By nurturing your inner peace and aligning your actions with your values, you'll cultivate a lasting sense of fulfillment. Lesson 6 underscores the profoundly transformative idea that failure is a teacher. In a culture that often stigmatizes making mistakes, we overlook the incredible lessons that setbacks can provide. Setbacks and challenges are a natural part of life's journey, and Stoic philosophy reframes failure not as an endpoint, but as an opportunity for growth. When you encounter failure, it's crucial to remember that it's not merely a negative experience. It is, in fact, an invaluable teacher. Take a moment to consider how failure has played a role in your own life. Perhaps you experienced a setback in your career, faced disappointment in a personal relationship, or encountered a challenging academic hurdle. Each of these experiences holds within it a lesson waiting to be learned. As Stoic philosopher Seneca stated, "The bravest sight in the world is to see a great man struggling against adversity." Facing challenges not only builds resilience, it equips you with insights and perspectives that contribute to your growth. One powerful way to embrace failure as a teacher is to adopt a growth mindset. When confronted with setbacks, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I improve and navigate similar situations in the future? This self-reflective approach fosters resilience and encourages continued learning. Consider the stories of resilient individuals, people like Thomas Edison, who famously stated that he hadn't failed, but found 10,000 ways that won't work before developing the light bulb. His persistence transformed failure into innovation. To incorporate this mindset into your own life, create a failure journal. Document failures alongside the lessons you learned from each experience. When you reflect on your journey over time, you'll find an inspiring narrative of resilience and personal growth. Remember, failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a valuable component of it. Embrace your failures as stepping stones toward personal development, and you'll find wisdom and strength in the journey. Seventh on our list is the valuable lesson of prioritizing relationships over possessions. In a materialistic society, we can easily become preoccupied with accumulating things, but true fulfillment stems from meaningful connections with others. The Stoics taught that simplicity and valuing people over material goods lead to a more fulfilling life. Reflect on your life. Are you investing enough time in your relationships, or are you allowing the distractions of consumerism to overshadow what truly matters? Consider the classic phrase, "No one on their deathbed ever said they wished they had spent more time at the office or acquired more possessions." Instead, what really fills our hearts are the connections we forge with family, friends, and our community. Make a conscious effort to carve out quality time for loved ones. Whether it's through a coffee date, family dinner, or simply a phone call, actively engage in meaningful conversations and experiences. Show genuine interest in their lives and actively listen to their thoughts and feelings. Additionally, combat the consumerist mentality by decluttering your physical space. Each tangible item should serve a purpose or hold sentimental value. This practice not only simplifies your environment, but also opens up mental space, allowing you to focus on nurturing relationships. Consider creating traditions or rituals that foster connectivity, game nights, monthly outings with friends, or community service activities. By investing time in establishing these connections, you'll cultivate a supportive and fulfilling social network. Remember, possessions may fade, but the memories and connections we forge will last a lifetime. Investing in relationships will lead to profound happiness and fulfillment. Make a choice today to prioritize the people in your life over material pursuits. Eighth on our list is the principle of taking responsibility for your actions. Embracing a Stoic mindset means recognizing that you are accountable for the outcomes in your life. This self-accountability promotes personal growth and empowerment. As Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Keeping this perspective at the forefront of your mind can help you reclaim a sense of agency in your life. When challenges arise, instead of placing blame externally on other people, circumstances, or luck, reflect on how your decisions and actions contributed to the situation. This reflection fosters a sense of ownership and clarity in your life. Let's take an example. If you face a setback at work, consider your role in the event. Did you miss deadlines, miscommunicate, or fail to prepare adequately? By recognizing your part, you can learn from mistakes and make adjustments moving forward. To enhance your focus on responsibility, implement a practice of self-reflection through journaling. After major events, whether successes or failures, review your contributions and outline actionable steps for improvement. Additionally, thought exercises can be beneficial in perceiving situations through a lens of personal responsibility. When faced with criticism or disappointment, reflect on what you could have done differently and how you can improve in similar situations. Remember that with responsibility comes empowerment. By embracing your role in shaping your outcomes, you cultivate confidence and resilience. Approach challenges with the mindset of a proactive problem solver, and you'll find that you're capable of navigating life's twists and turns with grace. Ninth on our list is the powerful lesson of practicing gratitude daily. Gratitude is an essential tool that shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance, promoting a more positive outlook on life. The Stoics practiced gratitude even amid adversity, recognizing the strength found in appreciating the present moment. When we focus on our blessings, we cultivate resilience against negativity and despair. A simple technique for incorporating gratitude into your daily routine is journaling. Each evening, take a moment to write down 3 things you're thankful for. These can be big or small, but they should resonate with you. By making a habit of this practice, you develop a greater awareness of the good in your life. Consider even extending this practice to others. Express your appreciation to friends, family, or co-workers. Share your gratitude verbally or through handwritten notes. Not only does this strengthen relationships, but it fosters a culture of gratitude in your surrounding community. Another effective method is to create a gratitude jar. Each day, write a note about something you're grateful for and place it in the jar. Over time, you can read through these notes, reflecting on the abundance present in your life. Incorporate mindfulness techniques to enhance this practice. Throughout the day, pause momentarily to reflect on aspects of your life that bring you joy, whether it's the warmth of the sun, a conversation with a loved one, or a moment of laughter. Remember, the act of gratitude transforms your mindset and enriches your life experience. By prioritizing gratitude, you'll cultivate happiness, contentment, and a deeper connection to the world around you. Finally, we arrive at Lesson 10. The critical importance of embracing the present moment. Dwelling on the past or worrying about the future can rob us of the joy that resides in the here and now. Marcus Aurelius wisely advised, confine yourself to the present. When we focus too heavily on what has been or what might be, we miss the richness of our current experiences. To cultivate mindfulness and presence, consider incorporating practices that ground you in the moment. Techniques such as mindful breathing, meditation, or simply taking a walk in nature while engaging your senses can help foster greater awareness of your surroundings. Try this. The next time you find your mind drifting to worries about the future or regrets from the past, take a deep breath and look around you. What do you hear? What do you see? What do you feel? Allow yourself to truly experience the moment without judgment or distraction. You can also set reminders throughout your day to pause and appreciate the present. Set a timer to ring every hour, reminding you to take a minute to center yourself and breathe. Use this time to reflect on the blessings present at that very moment. Another technique to embrace the present is through intentional engagement in your relationships and activities. When spending time with loved ones, actively listen and be present. Put away distractions and truly absorb the moments you share together. Remember that life is made up of a collection of moments. By fully embracing each one, you can cultivate a deeper connection to your experiences and increase your overall joy. Embracing the present can transform your outlook on life, allowing you to find peace in the now. As we wrap up today's discussion, let's recap the 10 essential life lessons, each inspired by Stoic philosophy, that can guide you toward a more fulfilling existence. Time is your most precious asset. Focus on what you can control. Learn to let go. Comparison is the thief of joy. True happiness comes from within. Failure is a teacher. Prioritize relationships over possessions. Take responsibility for your actions. Practice gratitude daily. Embrace the present moment. Understanding and integrating these lessons into your life can profoundly change your perspective, leading to a fulfilling existence filled with clarity and purpose. Don't wait for a wake-up call to learn these valuable lessons. Start living intentionally today. As we close, allow me to leave you with a powerful quote from Marcus Aurelius. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Thank you for joining us on this journey today. If you found value in this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who could benefit from these reminders. Until next time, take care and embrace the wisdom of intentional living.